And welcome back to the Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Wil, and I am here with my crew. I got my boy from TBH, Dallas.
Yo.
All in, baby. What's good?
What's good?
Yes, sir. And I got my co-captain of this ship right here, Matty B from TBH, West Coast.
What's up, fam?
Yo, what's going on, family? Hey, today we got to talk some Raiders. As always, a little bit, a lot, all the time. Yo, so we got Josh Jacobs, the goodbye thing. Yo, we're going to cover that. We're going to look at Terion Arnold's comments coming in saying, yo, I got a coach calling me, telling me it was a coin flip between me and Bowers. Then 3. What did we say on 3?
3 Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa, baby. That's what we're going to look at. And number 4, as the NFL likes to F with the Raiders and F with all the fans, they have moved the scheduling out another week. So we're going to look at some games that we're looking forward to. And of stuff. So, yeah.
It's always 2 weeks after the draft. Fuck them.
Right now. Hey.
Because I guess fuckery going on right now.
Yeah.
How can you not figure this shit out yet? That's my question. But at the end of the day, let's start with this, fellas. Josh Jacobs comes out, says, hey, fuck a fake goodbye. He's not into that type of thing. Then he gets a lot of fans, or the fans actually came out and were giving him backlash about him not giving this whole apologetic spiel about saying, hey, you know what? I love the city. Thank you. You did this for me, and et cetera, et cetera. Nah, man. It's kind of crazy. All in, go ahead.
Man, so what sparked that? Did he put that tweet out first, or what sparked that?
No, so actually fans were coming after him, kind of mad that they were like, hey, why didn't you come out there and apologize, like every other player, and go like, oh, basically kiss our ass on the way out.
They were asking why he didn't give a thank you on his way out for the Raider Nation and the support, but
man,
fucking stupid.
Move the fuck on. He made a decision, right? The Raiders made a business decision. Josh made a business decision. The two sides couldn't come together. It is what it is. It's no different than, do you get on and fucking write a thank you to your fucking coworkers when you fucking leave a job? Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here.
It would be nice if they did, though.
Right? It's
I want to say Tommy.
Yeah.
My boy Blue.
Yeah.
Boy.
And fucking Jeff, you're a bitch. Yeah. But come on, man. It's fucking it's fucking, keyboard warriors fucking, they wouldn't say that shit to his face.
You know what it is? It's people trying to fucking get their fucking 5 seconds of fame, dude. They want their shit on the internet. Look, Josh Jacobs talking to me, fucking.
Yeah, and then they'll fucking retweet it, right? Oh,
but who gives a fuck, dude? Josh Jacobs made his choice. We made our choice, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, man, there's nothing you can do.
At the end of the day, they don't fucking owe us nothing, man.
They don't owe us shit. We're fans, man. We fucking we rooted them on and everything, but they're the ones getting paid. They're the ones making the money.
The only thing you owe us is to ball out on that field when you're in that uniform, right?
Yeah.
Because we pay to see that. Whether you're watching it on TV or you're fucking live at the game, you pay to see that. So you're paying to see a performance. Outside of that, let them go the fuck home.
Yeah.
And do their thing.
Issue a farewell. Who cares, man? Fucking whatever. He's already said his piece. He's already said, this is why I left, and they didn't offer me anything, so I went to Green Bay, and that's it. That's all that needs to be said, man. That's it.
Yeah. I went and got my back like anybody else would do.
Anything like that, or thanks for
you fucking leveled up from fucking McDonald's to Freddy's. Come on, man.
Right?
God damn.
No doubt. Hey, so I'm going to tell you like this. We have a saying, once a Raider, always a Raider, right?
Yeah.
So I got much love to him because, honestly, he don't owe us shit. He don't owe us to say, hey, you know what? It's exactly what you guys said. He balled out while he was in this uniform, gave us everything he had. And guess what? A business decision was done. If you know anything about football, is that this is a business. Okay?
Yep.
This is how they get paid, how they feed their families, how they do what they do. So if they feel like that's best for them, then go ahead, man. Go on with your bad self. Because I'm telling you like this.
You got family and kids too, bro, just like we would. If I'm not gonna get, if I'm offered more money somewhere else, man, and I'm in town more, being able to be around my kids or whatever. Me personally,
he's got a gang of kids.
If I'm taking money to be more in town, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
But and when you got a bus load, you gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, he's taking care of business, man.
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you, Josh. Be like, nothing but love for you. Yeah. We salute you. Nothing but love and respect. And you know what? We hope we beat the Packers.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to beat you when we play you. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
But thanks for playing for us, and best of luck to you, man.
So, Terion Arnold comes out on the Next Up podcast, I think, or something like that. And comes out and he says,
whose fucking podcast is that?
Oh, I forget whose podcast it is.
But every fucking
it's a big
player has a pod. Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it's a big actually pod. But he comes out and he says, he had a coach from the Raiders, doesn't name the coach. Okay, so there's no name. Okay, that called him after the draft and said that it was a coin flip in between him and Brock Bowers. Guys, Matt, let's start with your thoughts first on this, and tell me your thoughts on a coach calling you after the draft, after they didn't draft you, to tell you why they didn't draft.
Well, for one, if they didn't draft you, they didn't draft you. They drafted the other guy because they thought he was better. So, I mean, coin flip or not, they took the better player they thought of. So, I don't know. I mean, let me see the fucking, or I don't know. Let me see the video of him calling you, man. I mean, like, they got to have it on video, right? The videotape.
Yeah.
So where's the video proof? I mean, like, you'd have to have proof, Show me the proof.
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
I got you. All in.
Yeah, why the fuck would anybody in Vegas call him? Like, unless you made some open-end promise you were taking him. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Right. Yeah.
Just go worry about fucking playing where you're at. Where's he at? Detroit?
Yep.
So how many more spots did he fall past us?
A lot.
Yeah. Like, I mean, hey, the dude's a stud, right?
Yeah. I think he's like 20-something.
Man, I don't know. I saw that and I was like,
no. The draft.
Oh.
I was like, dude, just shut the fuck up and go to training camp.
Right, yeah.
So here's the suspicious thing for me, okay? This I've never in my life have heard.
Ever heard of that?
That a coach calls a guy after the draft to be like, hey, you know what? By the way, I'm sorry. It was a coin flip between you and Brock Bowers on who to draft. Because honestly, I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna grab a 25-cent piece in that war room or whatever and be like, oh, you know what? Hey,
heads or tails?
Heads
for offense, tails for defense.
Yeah, tails. Oh, okay. Well, man.
Too bad it's Brock Bowers.
Exactly. So I'll be like, honestly, you know what? I think it came back to Telesco's tendencies. Okay, best player available got him. He looked at it, dude. I'd be like, it was just too juicy. Okay, it's like,
I really think that's all it was.
And if you see the way that he drafts, okay, and the trends that he has, he drafts a lot of the best player available. He doesn't go and do a lot of movement in the draft. He's not a big
really.
Yeah,
I mean, he has, but
it's rare.
It's rare,
It's rare. And I'd be like, so again, we pick up Bowers, but to say, hey, this is a coin flip. I had a coach call me personally because first of all, for me as a coach, okay, unless you're buddy with me, unless me and you are friends on a personal basis,
Right.
which I don't see too many of these guys, being friends with their players and on that type of personal level, especially
Right.
a guy that's a rookie, a guy that has zero pull in the NFL. I mean, like a guy that hasn't done anything in the NFL. For you to be like, hey, man.
I've heard of players like, you've heard of those draft scenarios where they're like, if you fall to us, we're going to pick you, or, hey, we're going to. But
that's usually all pre-draft bullshit.
It's like pre-draft bullshit, kind of, I've heard of shit like that, but like never like, yeah, they called me and it was between this, that was.
I'm going to tell you like this. How many players are you going to bring in as an organization and say, hey, man, if you fall to us, I'm not going to draft you?
Yeah. And you got to look at it like it. And I missed the draft, our draft talk episode, but like you nailed it. They took the best available player. Like Bowers were considered a top 5 player in this draft, and he fell. I mean, nobody thought he was getting past Atlanta.
No.
Right. So I mean, it is what it is, man. It's a luxury pick, like Josh, the GOAT 209 was saying. It's a luxury pick, but did we have other needs? Sure. But you take a generational player like that.
And let me give you guys another thing, too. What is Getsy's biggest personnel package that he likes to use?
Tight ends.
12 personnel.
Yeah. And let's not forget that dude can block. Like, he was one of the best blockers in the country.
Yeah.
Period. Not blocking tight end. He was one of the best blockers in the country.
Yep.
And honestly, I had to do my research on that. Once that came in, it made more sense.
Yeah.
And then
look,
also,
we were all shocked, right? We were like, whoa, that's not what anybody fucking expected.
Now, let me give you one more fact real quick.
Okay, yeah.
So check this out. Who has the highest tight end percentage throws in the whole league? 2 tight ends, or who has the highest completion percentage in the league? 2 tight ends.
Gardner.
Huh? Gardner Minshew. So again, I'm like, if you're looking at all these little pieces that came in, he makes sense. But go ahead.
Look at all the offensive linemen shit that we're bringing in too. We're bringing in guys and fucking
Austin Pay.
Yeah,
just got signed today. He got brought on.
So I mean, we know who we have for quarterbacks. So they're building to protect the quarterback because they knew we couldn't get a quarterback. So when a guy like that falls to you, because I really don't think they were going to go corner in this draft. And the only reason I say that is because they needed help on offensive line. I think it was going to be an offensive guy no matter what in the first round, in my opinion. I think that's who they were going after. I think they had either a tackle on their board or it was, best offensive player available. And it just so happened best offensive player.
Either way.
If you look at it, guys, we reconstructed one whole side of the line.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, from right guard, right tackle. And this is not to say that kid's going to start our 3rd round draft pick. Him and Thayer Munford will will fight that out. But
but don't sleep on the dude from the Saints.
Yeah,
if he can stay healthy, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
If he can stay healthy, he can slide on in and steal it from both of them.
Exactly. So you're bringing in another guy with talent. So right tackles solidified. Now you got a tight end that you're bringing in. Okay, you can come 12 personnel. Both guys can catch. Both guys are actually legitimate threats in the passing game. Zeus. Yeah.
And you know what's going to help the offense out a lot this year is having the defensive players that we picked up too.
Yeah. Well, and Mayer's not that big of a blocker either.
He's
got to get better. Mayer's got to get better at blocking.
Yeah. Well, and that's his downfall. That's why a lot of people were saying that he may be the one that's cut by the end of the year, trade piece next year, if he doesn't work out, or it could be a trade piece this year, if he don't work out because of his blocking.
Yeah.
But he's got great hands and he's got good, he's a big body, man. He can catch,
Well, and then here's the thing: you can flex him out,
right?
Just like we're saying, hey, you know what? You can use that 12 personnel, okay, but use him in a flex out position as a wide receiver.
You can use both of them as that because even
can do
Brock
that.
Bowers is like he's been moved all around. He's played slot. He's played outside a couple times. He's played tight end.
So he's played in the backfield too. He's taking handoffs.
Yeah. So I mean, he's played everything. You know, he's a all around. He's basically Cordell Patterson beefed up.
He's a Debo Samuel.
Dude, so again,
Debo
Swiss
Samuel,
Army knife. He's a Swiss Army
knife.
He's all over the field, right? So we pick up that weapon. I mean, like, guys, basically, we addressed 3 positions of not one position of need, okay? Because it's going to be like, hey, again, we are going to run a lot of 12 personnel, in my opinion, okay? 12 personnel with, Getsy.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. You got 2 tight ends. Now you can do a bunch of different stuff with those tight ends.
And you got some speed receivers on the ends. So,
I mean, like, at the end of the day, you can make a huge difference in that. But,
100%.
All right. So we talked, Terion Arnold. Now we're going to go, hey, we got Costa Mesa. Okay. Guys, Raiders are going to Costa Mesa for their preseason workout. Thoughts on that, Allin?
Other than SoCal being home, right? Raider Nation strong down there. I'm not really sure the point of it. Like, is it just to get the guys from going home every night? Or were they staying in hotels last season? I don't, the last couple of years in the during training camp, like most teams do. Or so was it just to isolate? I don't really. I mean, fuck, we got the facilities.
All right, so I'm gonna give you some juice on that, and then hold on. Go ahead. Go. What do you think?
Go ahead and give me your stuff first. Let me hear your stuff. I want to hear it. I'm not I haven't been like catching up too much with the whole Costa Mesa thing. Okay. I just heard about it this morning. So
I'm going to tell you like this. When you guys played football, right? And you guys were in high school and you guys were in college or, whatever level that you guys made it. How is it that you get your team? Because right now, when you got 40 guys showing up to the facility,
right,
you already kind of got a vibe going, right? So what you do is you go to a camp, you exactly what Allin said. You take them, you move them, you put them in a group together.
Summer camp.
Where it's a summer camp and it's, bro, and then you're getting them out of the heat, okay? Because Vegas is hot as balls, okay? 2, you're putting them in an area together that's close to the beach, that has good weather, that is going to have a rabid fan base there every day. I'll be like, if they allow 100 season ticket holders, I bet you more than half of them, or like 1,000, all of them probably live in Cali, in SoCal area.
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to have a lot of people showing up. You're going to get support from that city. Bro, it's a win-win-win. You develop the culture of that team.
Sure. That makes sense.
And it's almost a flashback to that college environment.
Right.
But right now, the Raiders, bro, if you think about it, the way that they're motivated and they're working and the way that they're freaking like getting stuff with each other, this is a plus, bro. In my book, this is something that, hey, you know what, bro? We're creating this environment of like, yo, you got to bust your ass. You got to work hard in here. You got to get what you keep.
Like Coach Prime says, it's earned, given.
Yeah. So they're going to earn it, and they're going to be like, yo, even if they have to bring it back to an environment where guys enjoyed, you're making millions of dollars, yes. But a professional locker room, bro, can be cold, empty, like no love between the players, and it's just like, all right, strictly business.
Yeah.
Okay? Or it can be a locker room that, hey, why is it that we play this game? What does AP say? We're playing a kid's game.
100%.
We're getting paid millions of dollars to play a kids game. So he's going to bring it back to when the guys love this game. Bro, the best part about high school football was when you were in the bus with your boys, going to games, doing camps, doing shit like that, shooting the stuff. Now the Raiders are doing that. Guess what? You come to the workouts, bro. Hey, why are you going somewhere else? We got the best facilities in the world right here. We got some of the best trainers and coaches in the world. Why are you going to go pay somewhere else? Guess what? We got the best kitchen in the world. Bro, you're eating free here at the facilities. And the guys go like, you know what? Bro, that makes a lot of sense. Even though I make millions of dollars.
We're not the only team that's doing it. I mean, the Cowboys, for instance, have been doing it for fucking years, man. They've been coming up from Texas and going to Southern California.
Well, just like when I growing up in Sacramento, the 49ers used to go to Rockland every year.
Right.
And we used to go to Napa.
Yeah, but we used to go to Napa, yeah.
So that's why I'm like, yo, I like it. I think it's a positive move. I think even if we were to go to fucking Timbuktu as a group and be like, yeah, we're going to go have camp here, great. Because guess what? It's the culture thing. It's the environment. It's what our team needs, man. It's almost like, yo, you build that. And guess what? When the season starts, it's going to get nuts.
When's the last time you've heard about our team fucking having everybody show up this early?
Right. Well, plus you'll remind everybody who runs SoCal.
Yes.
Well, I think that's a lot of the reason why they're telling it's only like preseason or like season ticket holders that can get in. Because if we just if they moved us down there and we're doing shit with the Chargers or the Rams, like what I heard.
Yeah, they won't. It won't be with the Chargers
or whatever.
They're
not going to be fans down there for those guys. It'll be all Raider fans. So they already.
I don't see them.
They put the limit on there.
I don't know. You said you heard that on XM. I really don't see them doing anything with the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, why the Chargers? Because they're our rival. But I understand like maybe like
the Rams,
because I mean like
100% the Rams for sure, but
like that all the time. But
or even like Arizona because it's not they're not that far.
Right, but I mean like the only reason they were really saying the Chargers is because it's their facility too. So they may be
Costa Mesa.
I know, but I mean, like, I think they're moving out there too. I think both teams are going out there, from what I understood. So,
or I thought Costa Mesa used to be the place where the Chargers used to go to.
It might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it probably was when they were in San Diego.
Yeah, I think that's what. But it's one of the two or three. But here's the thing. Again, they moved to Costa Mesa, right? We say, yo, they have that. It's an advantage. They're able to. I think they have to put. I don't know how much money into their schools, into their programs. The Raiders are going to obviously go down there. I think they have to invest. I don't know how many millions, $650,000 into their facilities. But I mean, in the city,
Costa Mesa's coming out big. And Costa Mesa's not a poor place.
No. And the city was 7-0 voted on it. Boom, slid us in.
Yeah, that's what I heard this morning, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they saw the dollar signs, man. Of course they're going to do it.
So
I mean, we'll fix. But now, hey, guys, the season schedule drop has been pushed back one more week to
Fucking
the 15th.
bitches.
All right, let's
no fun league.
It sucks because I wish we could have already had something that we'd be excited for. But
tomorrow was supposed to be it.
Yep. I was looking forward to tomorrow.
Let me ask you guys this. What's your guys' expectations for this season as in I think we'll play Denver in a cold weather game.
Yep. You know what I think they're going to do, and I really want our home opener to be week 1, right? Because that would put me in Vegas for my birthday, so that would just be dope. But I got a feeling when that schedule drops next week, our week 1 game, we're going to be in Kansas City on Thursday Night Football to open the season.
What?
I just got a feeling right? Because if you look at the Chiefs, you could go one of the big playoff rematches. But who beat them last?
And we played them late last year. We played them late, so that means we'll
So
play
it's
them
going to be an early game this year.
No, but
we played them like 3 weeks apart, right? It was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so
I think we played them back again, so it was like back-to-back games almost.
But the first game was in Vegas, so the first game this year will be in Kansas City.
Kansas City.
So I think, you're right, and we played them late. So it might be an early game.
I got a feeling, man, like, hey, Thursday night football, the Chiefs are fucking celebrating a Super Bowl. Why not bring in the last team that fucking beat them on national television?
No, because traditionally, doesn't that happen traditionally where the first game by the Super Bowl champ is played to the first team that they lost to the year previous?
It usually is.
No, because they played Detroit last year on the opener. They played Detroit. Detroit beat them on Thursday Night Football to open the season.
But didn't Detroit beat them the week before? Like,
no,
Detroit beat them the year before too. That was like the big thing. Like,
beat them when
the year before they played them last year. Like, didn't they have a game against each other the year before? Or
it would have just been a regular season game.
Yeah, it's a regular season game, but I think they played each other and Detroit beat them or something like that.
Right. So, well, by that same logic, we were the last team to beat them.
Right.
So, but I mean, like, to start Thursday
Night Football, man, they might do it. Don't be surprised.
All right. Well, hey, we'll see. Okay. So who are you thinking the home opener against is going to be? Home opener.
Ooh.
Because I think that's going to be the home opener. First game of the season is home opener for us this year. We were 2 games on the road last year.
So the only reason I say that we're going to have a home game this year is because the last 2 years we've been away on our first game.
Last 3, I think.
Or maybe 3, yeah.
Because we opened
Allegiant.
New
Orleans our first year that we.
That was 2020. This is our 5th year at Allegiant.
Fuck yeah, man! Damn, time's fucking flying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I believe the last 3 years we opened on the road, which would make sense to finally open at home, but we always get fucked. It seems.
Right.
But I'll be like, all right. So I'm anticipating.
Wait a minute. Who's got the first game overseas? Wasn't there an overseas game like the first game that everybody was bitching about? Wasn't it Kansas City?
No, it's Friday night. Check it out. It's Philly and Green Bay, and it's Friday night. So you got Kansas City opening the season on Thursday. You got Philly, Green Bay, and Brazil on Friday night, and then you got Sunday and Monday.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, maybe we open the season on Monday Night Football at home.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe New Orleans at home.
New Orleans is not a home game.
No, but I'm
it's not a home. Yeah, it's not a home game.
Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, shit. So my bad.
But hey, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to tell you. I think that's going to be a prime time game. It's going to be a Sunday night or a Monday night game.
And we've also played the last 2 years division rival opening up. We played the Chargers the year before last, and we played Denver last year.
It could be Kansas City.
It could be Kansas City, like you're saying.
That would be in Kansas City, though.
And it would be in Kansas City.
Because they're opening the season
good
on
for us
Thursday
because
night.
we ain't got to travel to fucking Kansas City in the fucking wintertime.
Well, it's not going to be a wintertime game anyway.
That's what I'm saying. So we wouldn't have to go to Kansas City in the wintertime and play them in Kansas City.
It's not our year to play late there, though.
Yeah, it's our year to play
early, so we wouldn't be there this year. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we wouldn't be late in the season in Kansas City.
So he's saying because we'll play them at the home opener. We won't play
in Kansas City. So when we
that wouldn't be the home opener.
We'll be back at home.
That wouldn't be the home opener.
No. You're right. No, he just hit something because last year we played them the last game.
Yep, at home. So if we play them again at home this year, the first game of the season at home, then play them in the end of the season. We won't play them. We'll play them in our home. You know what I mean? We're not traveling in the wintertime to go play them.
That's what I said. It's our year to play early there.
Right, yeah. That's what I was trying to say, too. So I guess signals were getting crossed there.
Okay. Yo, so.
All right, man. Sweet. What else are we talking about?
So what game are you going to besides the home opener? I'll be at the home opener for sure, whether it's week 1, 2, or 3.
So I'm going to say I want to go to the home opener. I want to go to New Orleans and Denver this year. I'm seriously debating Baltimore, but
dude,
then I just feel like if we go to Baltimore, it's just not going to be pretty. I'd be like,
dude, oh man, I think we'd hold our own with our defense.
no. I'd be like, it's not as in, yo, Baltimore is not a nice
rough.
city, bro.
No.
Like Baltimore is not. I'd be like, hey, to my people in Baltimore, I got nothing but love for you, but man, it's rough.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I really, like I said, I kind of want to stick to those three, but Baltimore's in the range. But it all depends on when they are.
I wouldn't mind going to Miami.
Oh.
That would be one that definitely.
So looking at just the opponents, right? I'm like, and I wanted to go to Miami last year, but it was the week before Thanksgiving, so I couldn't swing it because we had family in town. But I did New Orleans 2 years ago, but New Orleans is easy for me. If I drove down, it's 7 hours. But I've been there. I like to try to go to places I ain't been yet, right? Like Tampa, right? We won't be back in Tampa for 8 years. We play at Cincinnati. Like you said, Miami, Baltimore. I mean, there's some good.
I wouldn't even mind going to a New England game just to go check out the scenery over that way, man. Like,
yeah, you'd have to be ready to fucking talk some shit and fight some people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck, I'm white. I'm good.
Boston is fucking.
Hey, he said it, not me.
Boston, we're good, dude. I'm just playing.
He said it, not me.
Yeah,
you gotta say.
Hey, we don't know that
guy. Nope.
So okay, Allin, let me ask you this then. What cities have you been to as a traveling Raiders fan?
Green Bay, Buffalo, New Orleans, Tennessee. Here in Dallas. I think that's it, man. Really, like the last 5 years, when my oldest boy got done playing baseball is when I really got to start going to games, right? Because we did travel baseball for growing up and in high school and college ball. So we were busy with baseball. So the last 5 years, I really, minus 2020, I pick a game to go to at least one every year, away game.
Yeah, we usually just do Denver because it's right here. You know,
right.
We'll have
so Denver's on my schedule. Me and my buddy, him and I go to at least one every year. And Denver's on our list this year is where him and I are going to roll to because we ain't been yet.
So
you guys haven't been to Denver yet?
I haven't, man.
Oh man, you guys come to Denver, bro. Fucking, it's cool. I'll show you around Denver.
It's a great time.
Yeah, dude, I've worked out in Denver for years, bro. So I know.
Yeah, Denver will probably it'd probably at least be the home opener in Denver, 100%.
You see, and that's where I'm like, right now, I think home opener, Denver and New Orleans is
just
my
see how it falls. Yeah,
because it depends on how the season is.
That's another thing too.
Yeah, because if they go home opener and then New Orleans back-to-back weeks, it's like, God damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm like, but hey, I might have to sell a kidney, but I might have to make it or a kid. I'm like, or get rid of one.
Hey. Start donating plasma now weekly.
I got 2 kids. I can get rid of one.
Yeah. We'll try again later.
Kids for sale, man. But at the end of the day, you know what? Those are the games. Now, all right. Now that we know what our opponents are and stuff, yo, what are your thoughts on who you want us to open the season against and why? Give me the home opener.
So who outside of the obvious 3, who do we got at home again this year? We got Pittsburgh. Dude, I can't. Can you guys pull it up? I can't because I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now.
Pittsburgh is one of them. Right, and traditionally when we've opened up the last couple of years at home, we opened up obviously New Orleans, right, the first year, and then the home opener was Baltimore, right? And who else did we opened up with?
I think that was it. And then we were on the road for 3 years.
No, I'm saying no. I'm in just the home opener in general because Baltimore wasn't a week.
Oh, you're talking
game.
just in general. We had
The
Denver
home,
and San Diego.
the home opener.
All right.
Yeah, Denver last year, and then I'm pretty sure we had our home opener.
So I'll
No,
say
our home
like
opener was Pittsburgh last year. See, so look, so it's always a.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking. Never mind, you're right because I was thinking.
So
Denver
lately, the home opener has been an NFC opponent, or not an NFC, sorry, an out of division opponent.
Mm-hmm.
An AFC. So this year we have the Kansas City Chiefs at home. We have the Broncos at home. We have the Chargers at home. We have the Browns at home. We have the Steelers. We have the Falcons. We have the Panthers and the Jags. So
I think it'd be any one of the the Browns.
I think it's going to be a division rival, man. I think it's going to be Kansas City. I think it's going to be Kansas City.
It can't be. It's too early, Matt. It's too early.
You got to they want it juicy. The NFL wants it juicy, bro. It's like,
I don't think they'll play Kansas City first game.
Matt, no, listen. Yes, if it's in Kansas City, because we play at Kansas City early this year. The first half of the season will be at Kansas City. The second,
yeah, but we don't know that for sure. You don't know for sure.
Yeah, it alternates. Yes, it alternates every year.
Yeah, so
it alternates. So last year,
he's right. So
last year we played them at the end of the year at Christmas. It ain't gonna be we might play week 1 at Kansas City, but it flip flops. So we played them late at home last year. So we'll play early this year.
So wait, the game that we beat them in Kansas City.
At Kansas City.
Yeah. So we would be at home this year for Kansas
City. So
maybe we beat them last year. So we would play their first home opener would be against Kansas City at home.
We're at Kansas City early this year.
We were at Kansas City last year late.
Yeah,
right. So we'll be there early this year. Like I said.
So first game would be Kansas City.
So it wouldn't be the home opener.
It wouldn't be the home opener is what you're missing.
Because it had to be at Kansas City.
No, it wouldn't. Because Kansas City was late in the year last year.
We played
so we
them
would play
there
them early again.
We played them there.
I know. So if we played them home this year,
we would play.
I don't get Matt. You're missing it.
I don't get how
he's missing it, Will. He's missing it.
No, it's cool about that.
Okay, when it's Kansas City, I'll be like, I told you.
Yeah. So,
Matt. So hold on, I'm gonna break it down for you. Check it out.
Break it down for me because I'm getting so confused on what's going on.
Okay, listen. We're gonna throw Kansas City in the trash, right?
Okay.
Use Denver. When did we play Denver last year?
The beginning of the season and at the end of the season.
We opened the season with Denver at Denver, right?
Yep, and then we ended the season at home.
Right. So that'll be flip-flop this year.
Right. So take Kansas City last year, right?
Right. We were at Kansas City early in the season, right? The first game against Kansas City was
at home.
At home, right? So now this year, the second game will be at home. And we'll be in Kansas City for the first one. They flip-flop. It's reversed from last year.
But we played Kansas City late last year 2 times.
Correct.
So why would I get I get what you're saying with the whole we played them first at home and then at their house.
So they flop it. So if we play say they do it again November and December again, right? The first game would still be at Kansas City.
Yeah. And then the second game would be
regardless.
So remember when we played New Orleans the last 2 times before we moved, right? We opened up with New Orleans that year, and the very next time we played them at home.
Matt, that's different. That's not a division
opponent.
Same
shit, right?
No,
because it's not a division.
It's not a division opponent.
Division rival.
So it only works with division rivals, and they do it like that.
Yes, because division rival, and then it will be like we can play the.
I thought it didn't matter what time of year at all. I didn't think it mattered. They could play.
No, they flip flop that, right?
Playing them twice a year.
Because what they want to do is spread it out where it's hey, one game is early in the season and one is later.
Well, then why did we play Kansas City so late in the year for so many years before we got actually a home game early in the year?
I don't know.
I
remember that a couple years ago when we were playing back in snow games, looking at the end of the year in Kansas City.
I
can't go back. Dude, I barely remember this. I can't go back that many years. It's like
everybody was bitching about why do we play them all the time in fucking December, fucking in Kansas City.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But
Yeah.
anyhow, it's like the Chargers. we played we kicked the Chargers out of the playoffs late in the season at the last game of the season at home, right? And then the next season, we opened them with the first game. It always flip flops for the division games.
And like you can even flip flop it, but it's like you'll flip flop it where like we played 2 late games, but we still are the first game.
Yeah. They could be back. They could be.
That's not true either because last year we opened in Denver. We opened in Denver. The year before, our first game was in Denver. Because it was a fucking.
No, Matt. We ended the season with Denver the year before.
It was a winter game. Because I always go like 1 year, it's always an early game, and I always go like the next year.
They do your division.
I thought those were both winter games.
They do your division games like that, right? Because you do have bad weather, is what I'm assuming, right? Like so 1 year, so you don't have to go play Kansas City, right? If they didn't do it that way, you could have the fucking Raider haters in the NFL say, hey. We're gonna fuck the Raiders every year. They're gonna play in Denver and fucking Kansas City to end the season every year, and the playoffs could be on the line. And now they got to go play in fucking 10-degree weather.
Well, that's what they were doing a couple years ago when we had Carr, and everybody was bitching about why are we playing them all the time in December? When did we get a December game at home? And we never got it. And we played them like 2 or 3 times, fucking back to back in December.
We'll have to look back then and
we'll have to look, but next podcast I'll bring that shit back up and see.
Okay.
We just suck in the winter. That's all I could say.
And maybe you guys are right, and I just never paid attention to it. But I could have swore that we've played them like that before. Fucking.
So I think the home opener. Looking at the home openers, the last few years, right?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh last year. We'll just look at the 4 years we've opened in Allegiant. You got Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Baltimore, teams you only play once every few years. Man, I think maybe that Browns game could be an enticing home opener.
The Browns game could be a pretty good one.
Or the Jags.
You don't
play that often.
Although,
how juicy is that game? I don't think that game has any juice.
Or Russell Wilson come back and get his ass whooped by the Raiders as a Steeler.
Yeah, that could be
I could see that. I could see that. But
Captain Kirk and the Falcons come to town to open the season. That's not a primetime game, in my opinion, though.
Hey, watch these dudes roll with Penix. Fucking game.
So that's my.
I called it. I said, look at like we had with Jimmy G last year, right? Like if we cut him before the season, we didn't owe him any money. Are there any clauses like that in Kirk's contract? Like if Penix comes and balls out and steals his job, right? Like Russell Wilson wasn't supposed to be the dude, and Seattle paid Matt Flynn all that fucking money. Remember that?
Yeah.
They paid him a fuck ton of money and cut him because Russ came in and took the job.
Yeah. Right.
So it could happen. I mean, I wouldn't say it couldn't happen.
Right.
No,
$50 million probably says it won't.
But I mean, they would have had to agree to that and let him know ahead of time that they were looking at a quarterback and that would have to be in his contract, honestly.
I don't think they were looking at a quarterback
after they drafted him. You know what I mean?
I don't think they had any plan on drafting him until he fell. I really think they probably thought he was getting drafted. I don't think
Kirk Cousins has something in his clause saying, like, if I lose my job to this guy.
Well, yeah, but they could have that injury deal.
No, because
because he came off of one. Oh, no, it is guaranteed.
It's guaranteed.
That's right.
Guaranteed
that
contract.
was the big thing about it because it was a guaranteed contract. And they were like, why did you guarantee him a $200 million contract for 2 years and then go draft Michael Penix?
Yeah.
No, it's 4 years. It's 180 over 4 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know it's 200.
I know it was guaranteed.
Yeah. So
that's wild.
Hey, let me give
God we didn't sign him.
Okay? Hey, June 1st, okay? I don't anticipate the Raiders making any big moves before June 1st. Okay?
Really can't because our money frees up.
Yeah, $24 million frees up, right? Guys, who are you guys anticipating in free agency for the Raiders to go hard after them to say, yo, we're going to get this guy and see if they can get him? Who is your one free agent on the market right now that you're saying, yo, if we get because we're gonna have almost $40 million in draft cap or in cap space after that. I think something like 38 million.
Yeah.
Who's the one guy that you're like, yo?
I don't know, man. Like, everyone throws out Xavier Howland. I think he's probably headed to Houston, and he already said I'll give Houston a hometown discount.
I think
it's got to be a DB in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Allin on that one, and if it's not X-Side, I would say Gilmore still. Gilmore's still my guy. I've been saying the same thing for a minute.
I like
guy
Gilmore.
could actually come in and help out with just being a mentor, and if anything,
Yeah,
and he still balls out, so he's not afraid to hit guys, like Marcus Peters. He's not scared of those dudes. He can cover still.
He had a good year in Dallas last year.
I agree.
Yeah.
So can I tell you guys something? Don't be surprised if we don't make any moves. Don't be surprised. But I agree with you guys that I think it's going to be a defensive back that we come after that we say
or a linebacker. But I couldn't tell you what linebackers are going because there are cuts too coming too. So
and that's where it's going to get interesting.
We get guys that get cut that are big names. You know how everybody is. Oh, you need to get this guy. This guy. Oh, he's got a big name. You need to get him. Bring him in.
Hey, can I just say one name too as well? Let me give you guys a name, and I know a lot of people are not relating it right now. Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
Let me. Justin Simmons is still available.
I actually saw that the other day, and I was like, I forgot he was still available. Like, how the fuck is that dude still available? And I was like,
yo,
that dude would be legit.
We're coming with some serious cash now.
Yeah, give him a 1-year deal.
Bro, and you're like, you took an opponent's best defensive player, put him on your squad. An in-division rival.
Cut that guy. Yeah, I'm all for always taking an in-division opponent.
Yeah,
like that's why I wanted Sneed, right? Like, fuck you.
I think we're set at safety though. I could see him as a depth player, but I don't really see him getting rid of Marcus Epps or Merrick right now. They both had a pretty good year last year, so. And bringing him in, you're going to have to get rid of one of those other guys. You're not going to carry 3 safeties on you that, high dollar safeties like that.
But here's the thing. We always said.
We really don't have any high dollar safeties. Morig's still on a rookie contract, and Epps' deal was not that much.
Epps pretty good last year?
No,
it wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, it wasn't? I thought he got a pretty good contract from us last year.
So I'll say it like this. And AP did say something. Okay. We are here to compete.
Yeah,
you got to make those rooms competitive.
I'm bringing in the best. Hey, I'm bringing in Simmons and Gilmore or Howard.
Yeah,
fuck it. Why not?
We with $38 million in cap space, we can.
So what happens? They beat out one of those late round DB rookies and they go to the practice squad. Big deal,
right? No, I think you're
So hey,
I'm not mad. Build it up like you guys are saying. Just Make the best compete.
Yeah,
I think everybody's eyes are going to be on the QB comp though.
Oh, of course, because that's the one spot that we didn't draft. The one thing that it's like this: you can go to a restaurant and you can have the best food, the best meal, but people are still going to find one thing to bitch about.
It's always one thing.
So they're going to be like, "Oh, well, we didn't get the quarterback." Well, guess what? We're getting the pieces around them, and there's still time. Like championship teams, we're not going to go from not making it to the playoffs to winning the Super Bowl in 1 year.
Like we said,
you never know.
I'll be like, how many teams do that?
If you believe that only Jaden was your guy and you couldn't get him, then you're going to go in a different direction.
And they said that from the get-go too. They're like,
and I think Penix. I think if Penix was there, he would have been taken.
Mm-hmm.
So the Raiders. And this is another thing I heard. I heard that the only quarterback that the Raiders were interested in, and to make a move for, a move up, was Jaden Daniels. Out of all the other quarterbacks, they had to fall to them for them to be like, hey,
Well, yeah, but I don't know if I believe that report because I saw several that said
said that they were trying to move up with Atlanta.
Us, Denver, and Seattle were all trying to move up into the top 10, and there was just no takers.
Yeah, they said no.
Wow. Yeah, we got turned down. We tried.
So I think we tried to make a move for one of those quarterbacks, and it may have been one of the other ones that nobody was thinking of.
No, it was Penix. It was 100% Penix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
well, yeah. I guess if it wasn't Daniels, it had to have been Penix, unless they just seen something else in one of those other guys that nobody else seen. Like you're saying.
Yeah, no. The only person that saw something in Bo Nix was Sean Payton, and he could have him.
Right. Oh, dude, I think Denver fucked themselves by not taking fucking Brock Bowers, bro. I think they fucked themselves.
But I mean, like,
dude, they don't have nobody to throw that fucking ball to right now, man. And they're gonna put Bo Nix in there as their starting quarterback, and he's gonna fucking bomb his first year. Maybe next year they'll fucking address their draft a little bit better.
He'll have that little bit of rhythm with his.
Hey, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
he'll have that rhythm with his receiver from Oregon.
I mean, he'll have that rhythm, but they're not gonna do a lot of damage. You know, they got nobody.
That team's not going to do a lot of damage. They're not very good.
Right. It's like when we fucking had Reggie McKenzie come in and like demolish our roster. You know, it's kind of like where they're at right now.
This team went.
Who hasn't besides AP demolished our fucking roster?
Yeah. Hey, Denver, bro. Yeah. But yeah. Denver went from bad to worse.
Yeah, which I didn't know that was possible because, I mean, in my opinion. I think.
It's
the
because
Russ
they
money
own
was
Walmart, bro. They shop cheap.
Yeah. Well, and you know, you still got to pay Russ.
What is it? 89 million?
Something stupid like that. You still got to pay the guy, right? And he played well. Like let's I mean, call it like it is. The dude played well before he got benched for injury reasons or preventative injury. The dude was playing well.
Well, no, he just didn't play well in Sean Payton's fucking scheme, and that was the problem.
Yeah, and then they went like, "Hey, take that injury clause out."
Or Hackett's. You couldn't hack it in Hackett's scheme.
I don't really know anybody that hacked it in Hackett's scheme.
No, Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Probably because he tells Hackett to fuck off.
Well, yeah, it's just like fucking Belichick and Brady.
Yeah,
or Tom and Josh. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. But y'all, we're going to send out some prayers out tonight to Val, our girl Val. You know, she's going through some times. And then for our boy Tony B, who went out there to Boomsdale to go represent. I'll be like, he's man down. We know you injured right now, big dog. We need you to get back into top shape. Get ready for this NFL season. You make sure you ice up. You get on that Rice program and you ice up. And, hey, Raider Gunny, wherever you are at, you send us that SOS, that, little pig, or like smoke signal, whatever.
Something.
Let us know you're still alive, bro.
He'll chime in every couple days on the chat. Like, hey, I'm still here, bitches, and then fucking disappear again.
Right, that's what happens when you're in Mexico.
Yeah.
That's spotty internet.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right, guys. Hey, much love, much respect. And then if you guys already know, it's about one team, one nation. It's all about the Raiders.